Welcome back to Honest Straightforward Reviews. Today, I'm really excited to bring to you guys a comparison between the third generation AirPods and the Galaxy Buds 2 by Samsung. This segment will be distributed in the unboxing experience at the start, so looking at the unboxing, the case, the design. Then I'll be looking at noise cancellation or lack of, and then the sound and all the other features you get. I'd like to let you guys know that I fund everything on this channel myself and do everything myself. Now, if you appreciate that, it's free. Subscribe and give it a like. It helps out a lot. Let's look at the unboxing. So the AirPods third gen, they're basically exactly the same as the previous Xbox AirPods. Opening it up, you get the similar sort of booklet that you get, and then you've got the case, and also you've got some cabling as well. It's basically USB-C to Lightning. With the Galaxy Buds 2, you get a bit more information on the box at the back, but other than that, it's one thing that is quite hard is getting this out in one clean hit. So obviously always I have issues with this, such as that, so things getting stuck in there. So you've got the booklets and stuff here for the Samsung, and basically you get the wireless charging case. So both of them got the wireless charging case. You've got a cable and some earbuds as well that you can replace on the Samsung. The Samsung gives you the wire is USB-A to USB-C. Now, looking at the design of them, they've gone at very different angles. So this opens up top, whereas this opens from the bottom up like that, and that's basically it. Okay, they've both gone for the glossy look. However, when you're trying to put it in your pocket, this feels a lot more bulgy as well. Okay, so as you can see, it's a bit more bulgier. Okay, but the other than that, it's basically about the same size. Now, in regards to one thing that I would like to talk about while I'm taking these out, the connection. So these connect, the AirPods connect seamlessly to the iPhone devices, whereas the Samsung connects seamlessly to Samsung devices or Android devices. They're completely useless with iPhones, and the AirPods are completely useless with Android devices. So that's one thing you got to keep in mind. Now, this got a soft silicon for passive noise isolation and sealing of the ear canal, and it's also got noise cancellation, where this guy is just open. There's no sealing, nothing happening here at all. And in regards to the touch sensitive or press sensitive features, this is press sensitive, so you need to press the stem to pause the button or double press and hold and etc. Whereas with this guy, it's more of a tap feature where you tap it and things like that to activate it. Both of them got wireless charging. Okay, however, this guy comes in at a bit cheaper, and this is at about $240 and this is at about $280. However, I picked them up for about $225. So they do go directly from Samsung. They do go quite a bit lower than everything else. Now, in regards to the codecs, so the AirPods third generation, they do SBC and AAC quite well with Bluetooth 5, and they're really well, especially when you're using it with Apple devices. They work really well. The AAC is a bit weak and unpredictable when you're using it with Android devices, whereas the Galaxy Buds 2, they have both the AAC and SBC support. However, the AAC support is quite good with Android devices, and it all on top of that, it's got Bluetooth 5.2. Bluetooth 5.2 is important as it would support one day, hopefully through firmware upgrade, grade LC3 codec, okay, which is very low energy consuming one for the Android devices. However, one other thing that the Galaxy Buds 2 do quite well is Samsung's own codec, which is called scalable codec, and that works a little bit like aptX adaptive, which consistently balances between the sound quality and signal strength and connectivity. It's a little bit like LDAC but from Sony, but it's not as good as LDAC at all. It's nowhere close to that. When it comes to software support, both of them are very weak if you go outside what phone you got. So iPhone users, very good. Samsung users, very good. This works through the settings app. This you need an app for it. So if you're an Apple user, it does. One other thing that I've noticed with the Samsungs are if you're using it to hop between an iPhone and a MacBook, on the MacBook, if you're attending FaceTime calls and things like that, you can't hear anything and they can't really talk or hear what you're saying. They're quite useless in that terms. Going on to battery life, so they're basically pretty different in that terms. So considering this guy has noise cancellation, active noise cancellation, so you need to really consider that. So this does 6 hours and 21 minutes, whereas this does 5 hours and 9 minutes. Again, consider active noise cancellation. In the case, this has 20 hours, whereas this has 30 hours. Now, regarding sound, as to which one sounds a little bit better, the Galaxy Buds 2 have a more accurate sub-bass output, and because they do such a good job of sealing the ears with the silicone tips and also noise cancellation, you can enjoy it in any environment. So at the gym and things like that, it'll stop all the noise coming in. Whereas with this guy, I went to the gym, I just put, like, you really need to turn it up and they'll damage your ear drums. So in the end, I just took them out and put them back in the bag. It's completely useless. These guys do a really good job. They're quite good listening to music or listening to podcasts. Now, regarding phone calls, the phone calls on the third generation AirPods, they sound a bit metallic, and well, I sound metallic to people when I answer the phone calls on these. These sound a tiny bit muffled, but they're pretty good. So they're pretty neutral. They're really good at that. Yeah, if I'm completely being honest, the only downside that I find with the Samsungs are it doesn't have any integration for iPhones. If they made that app available on the iPhone, I'd get this any day. It works really well. Also, another downfall of the Samsungs are they don't work well with a PC computer. So a Mac computer, they don't work when you're answering phone calls and things like that. They answer phone calls just fine on an iPhone. They work really well, but those two are the only downfalls. If you've got an Android, any day I'd pick these up. They're really good headphones. I'd never bother with these with an Android. However, with an iPhone user, I'd be tossing between them. These guys are not only cheaper, but you can get it a lot cheaper than these. They do a really good job in all the features they give you. So if you're just an iPhone user and you don't have a Mac, you don't have an Apple Watch and things like that, I'd still get these because of the noise cancellation. Let me know in the comments which headphones you'd go for. What did you think about my review and why would you go for these headphones? Thank you so much for watching to the end. Take good care. Bye-bye.